Okay, here's all the cards. 6 decks, Blackjack. Try to flip them over here. 6 decks, Blackjack. Dealer stands on all 17s. Oh, that didn't look so good. Dealer stands on all 17s. No surrender. Play with basic strategy. Flat betting versus the Paroli system. Okay, we're going to do 1 shoe. Estimate that to be, yesterday it was 45 hands. The Paroli system is considered to be the opposite of the Martingale. So in Paroli, when you win a hand, you double your bet. When you lose a hand, you revert back to your base bet. Oh, oops, I didn't wash these very good. Okay, hold on. I put all the cards out for you there so you can see that they're all there. Didn't short you anything. I got to find a better way to do it. That takes me a little while to set up. I don't mind, but there's got to be an easier way. All right. So anyways, we wash the deck so we ensure that all the cards are here. I mean that all the cards are, they start randomized a bit. I'm going to continue to use my automatic shuffler, which I did a review on the other day. It's a little bit faster and probably better than me trying to riffle the cards myself. Anyways, table minimum and max is 1 chip. Max is 100 chips. So that could be the same as playing a $5 table with a $500 max. Or you can scale it accordingly. The chance that we'd ever actually, it's impossible, I think, be very, very difficult, at least, to reach that 100 chip max. With Martingale, yes, since you're doubling on losses and you can get on a big losing streak, you can very easily hit that table limit. If you watch the Flat Bet versus Martingale series, you can see that that happens a few times. But for that to happen with Paroli would require a winning streak which contained splits and double downs. It would be hard. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I didn't really analyze that statement to say yes or no, but it would take a bit, and that would also require letting the all the bets ride for splits, double downs, and blackjacks, which is what I'm going to do. Some people, when they play Paroli, will take something like the extra payout on a blackjack as a bonus. You know, so they'll betting a chip of 1, when they win, they'll double the bet, even though they won 1.5. So they'll keep that half of a base wager as a bonus instead of putting it out there again. What we did yesterday and what I am going to keep doing today is I'm just going to let the entire bet ride. So a bet of 1 that hits blackjack will win 1.5. So you'll bet the entire 2.5. Similarly with double downs, going to if you win both, you'll just bet the whole thing, everything you want. So if you had a bet of 1, you double down, so then you have 2 and then you win, and so you have that's a total of 4 chips that's out there. Your next wager would be 4, and if you win that one, you'd be at 8, and you would just continue on like that. That's how we're going to do it. We'll try to be consistent. This thing works pretty good. Almost there. Anyways, both players will start with 50 chips. When I was doing Martingale, the Martingale Player, I gave 100 chips. Simply because the Martingale Player is more likely to run out. Okay, this is our cut card. It's a Joker card from a different deck. We give us about a 75% penetration there, somewhere around there. Goes over here. Okay, Martingale Player, starting with 10. It's 25. Those are stacks of 5. It's going to be the same with a flat better. If you've been paying attention, I actually have 10. I gave out an extra red and took away 5 whites because I kept running out of whites, and hopefully I won't have to make change as often. Now, okay. So we're going to have the flat better over here. We'll have the Paroli Player on this side. Both lead out with the better one. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to track how many hands we go through. That will matter when we get to the end, and I do a summary of everything that's gone on. All right, we're playing basic strategy. I actually forgot to grab that. Hopefully I won't need it. I know this pretty well. If I do, I'll just run out and grab it. Won't take long. Okay, anyways, 8 takes a hit. 10, 20, 10, 13, 18 win. Player win. Okay. Now, according to the betting system, Paroli lets that bet ride, moving up to 2. Okay, player Blackjack. Time and a half. Time and a half. That's a quarter, but it represents a half of a bet. We can do that, right? Okay, now, flat better remains at 1. The Paroli bet 2, 1, 3, lets it all ride. And I should mention so it's bet a 5. I should mention that Paroli's going to reset back to the base bet after 3 wins, regardless of what his chip stack is. Okay, soft 14 to a 2, 14, 22, too many, 9. And with that, Paroli goes back single chip. $20 stays. 20 push. Again, some players might change the bet on a push one way or another, might consider it a win, and I don't know if they would add another chip, or if they had more, if they were above the base bet, they might take some off. We're just going to keep the bet the same. 18 stands. 20. Single chip, or single unit, I should probably say. 19 stands. 17. Paroli pressing the bet up to 2. 14 takes a card. 24 busts. 18. Single chips. Check. Okay, 20 stands. 16. Too many. 24. If you're counting cards, it does feel like we've seen a lot of 10s, but we're in 6 decks. So, and they keep coming. And I keep giving them to you. 20 stands. 13. 23. It's 2 wins in a row for the Paroli. Well, for both, really. Flat better remains at a single. Paroli's going up to 4. Winning, if win or lose, Paroli will go back to a single chip bet. On a push, I guess he'd stay the same. 15 to a 5 stands. 14. 18. So back to a single chip for both players. That was the first 10 hands. So just tracking those for us here and continuing on. $19 stands. 9. 19. Push. 19. Yeah, I'm not counting cards as I go. If you are, boy, it does feel like a lot of 10s, but there's also a lot of littles. So, I mean, this is actually +1, -1. I can't remember which. I don't actually count cards, so I don't really know. Guess I should be learning. 15 stands. 9. 15. 22. Is it what you expect? Card counters, you expect the little cards to be coming now? Paroli up to 2. And if you were expecting them, you're getting them. But we're not changing our bet, we're just following the strategy. 6 takes a card. 11. 15 stops there. 9. 20. Single chips. Meant to tell you after the first 10 hands, the Paroli is trailing. Soft 15 just takes a card. That's a 13 stands. 5, 10, 21. Looks like Paroli's trailing by 5.5. Single chips. And that's after 14. $17 stands. 20. Single chips. $20 stands. 5, 10, 13, 15, 17. It's a long way there, huh? Doesn't matter. You take the win. Paroli up to 2. Now, I can't say if I've really ever seen anybody use Paroli in the casino playing blackjack. Sorry, I should have asked for insurance, which you wouldn't take, and dealer blackjack. People do press their bets. They don't usually they don't usually continue with that concept long enough to really, for me to really judge whether they're actually using it. 16 to a 10 or to a queen takes a card and busts. 12. Very rare that I actually even see anybody seriously stick to any particular betting system. Soft 15 takes a card. 21, nice pull. 12. 17. Pressing that bet for Paroli. Needs to get on a run here. Start making up some ground. Okay, let me do this right this time. Insurance. Insurance closed. Soft 15 takes a card. That is a soft 18. You keep hitting. Hard 18. 5, 15. 15. Hope you can see this. Hard 15. Too many. 25. Okay. Paroli pressing to 4. Flat betting. Keeps betting flat at a single chip or single bet unit. That's our second set of 10, so that's 20 hands. Probably getting close to halfway if we're expecting 45. A 8-18 to a 10. Basic strategy says hit. Now it's a 12. 21. Improved. 20. And just when you needed it. So as I was talking about Paroli back down to a single chip, talking about how there's some weirdness with Paroli and playing Blackjack with double downs, splits, and Blackjack's paying time and a half. Oops. Paroli's not usually used in a game like Blackjack. It can be, of course, single chip on each side. People usually play it on an even money wager, like craps pass line, red and black, odd or even on roulette. But you can certainly use it, and I'm using it here to test against 12, takes a card, 14, 20, 11, 15, 24. To test against, just compare, because I did the Martingale, which is a much more commonly applied to Blackjack, but test one, test the antithesis. So that's where we are. Okay, shoot. Soft 18 to a 4. I am pretty sure that's a double. Give me 1 second, I will check. Okay, I'm back. Dealer standing. Soft 18. Yeah, 2 of 4. That's a double. If you can, otherwise you stay, and of course you can. So I was pretty sure, but should always take. That's why I take the card to the casino with me. Just so should you. 20, 14, 24. Especially, there's so many variables in the games. Dealer stands on soft 17, dealer hits on soft 17, surrender, no surrender. There's very, very slight, well, it's really not the surrender that matters as much as the dealer hitting or not on soft 17. So with that initial bet of 2, doubled down, And a win makes the, like I explained before, Paroli's going to press that all the way up to 8. That's 2 wins. So on this win or loss, Paroli would go back to a single chip wager. Soft 16 takes a card. 16, 19, 18. So there you go. I'll throw you a red over there. 7, 8. Single chip. Yeah, so it's so easy to do now. If you don't want to print it yourself, go to the gift shop or wherever it is and let's organize these a little. Let's go. And buy a card. They usually sell them. 1 white chip, not a red. Okay, back to a single chip here. Like I said, because there's some of those places where things just change a little bit. And it's the idea is you want to play perfect strategy, and if you can't remember, and like there's some fuzzy zones in there where they switch, you're going to want to have that card with you. It's a split, okay? So play this hand first. 15 stands this side, 17 stands, 14, 18. Single chip wager on either side. See, what we've had 3 hands in a row where I want to check just to make sure, even though I'm pretty sure I know. This is just a hit. That's a 17, 12, 14, 22. So print the card, take it with you. You don't even really need the entire card, Paroli pressing to 2, because there's, the card does contain the very obvious hands, like that you would never, you should know, maybe you don't. If you don't know, then take the card with you. By the way, insurance closed. You're not taking insurance. 19 stands. 18. Basic strategy says no insurance. I think it's a house edge of around 7%, which is not that great. Pressing to 4 for Paroli. There you go. All right. It's an obvious double down. You would in a 6-deck game, you would double down to anything showing but an ace. 17. 17. Push. Here's a slight little dilemma. Obviously, the flat better remains at a single chip. Does this wager count? Do we let that ride? I would say no. Okay. Hope you agree. This is your original wager that pushed. Let's just do that. I know I said that if those would win, that would have been the 3rd win, that you would press the entire thing. But I think on a push, you should take that back. Seems reasonable to me. Okay, 16 to a 10 takes a card, 26. And you save those extra 4 by doing that. 17. Alright, that's another 10 hands. That puts us at 30. Back to a single chip for both sides. I'm gonna guess that things are fairly even. The Paroli, I guess the Paroli should be up. Maybe about by 5. 11, double down. 21, nice. 12, 20. This time we are going to let that ride. We're going to press that entire bet, all the money. If you think it should be done differently, make a comment. Because I did pull that back on the push, so if you don't like it, let us know what you would do. It's open for discussion. 16 takes a card. 26, 14, single chips. 20 stands. 18. $20 stands. 15. Too many. 25. Oh, I should, if you're with me right now, I should remind you, always a good time to like and subscribe. My kids keep saying, you gotta tell people or they won't. So I'm telling you, so do it please. Anyways, Paroli pressed that bet up to 4. 2 consecutive wins. Insurance closed. 15 takes a card. 23. 20. So yeah, like and subscribe. All you have to do is click. Let's just... been playing so much single and double deck lately. Just let me make sure. Yep. 10 to a 7 doubles down. 1 card. 20. 17. Okay. Again, Paroli will let that whole thing ride. $20 stands. 20 push. Again, like I said, some people might call that a win or a loss. Take it back. You won't. You'll just let it go. You still only have 1 win in a row since that came from one consecutive win. That came from a double down. A 9 to a 2. Yeah, you do not double that. You just take a card. I knew that. 18 stands. 12, 20. Single chips. Single units. 14 to a 5 that's an easy stand. Although you do see people hit it, you shouldn't. So it was 8 and 19. Where are we, card counters? Should we be expecting more little cards? Oops. Well, that should go there. Obviously, you hit a blackjack. Congratulations. Time and a half. Time and a half. What is that? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. It slipped out of my hand. That is another 10 hands. So that is 40. Expect maybe 5 more hands. Single chip bet, both players. 19 to a 9 stands. 11, 21. Single chips. 7 takes a card. 14 keeps hitting. 15, gotta hit it again. 20. 16, and look, if you didn't, that's a 21. 22. Dealer busts. Paroli pressing to 2. Just a few hands left in here. 13 to a 7 needs another card. 23. 17. Back to a single chip. 12 to a 6 stands. 16. 22. Paroli pressing. 16 needs a card. 18. 20. 1 unit. 1 bet unit. Ten to a 9 doubles down. 1 card. 16. 18. 'That's the cut. Or that's the shuffle. Let's see, you want to play the hand? Let's play the hand. Good luck. $20 stands. 12. 13. 18. There you go. Okay, that was 47 hands. So we got a couple extra ones there, depending on, where this guy comes out. Okay, let's count them up. Do the flat first. 10. It's 25, so it's 35. Make sure that's make sure that's 10s or 5s. And that's another single. All right, so they're 2 halves, even though they're quarters. Tricky, right? 10, 35, 40, 45, 50, 4, 55. So flat betting gained 5. Not bad. 1 shoe. If that's a $5 table, that's 25 bucks. Not too bad. Paroli, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 48 and a half. So Paroli's down. Paroli did have several times when he would press the bet and lose. So what I say, up 5 for flat betting, down 1.5 or $7.50 on a $5 table for Paroli. So flat betting wins. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe. Bye.